Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 9 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the previous video, we were able to start the kitchen. Now we're going to continue working on this. Let's now go to level 1 again. And then here, we already set up all of our sections. And we could just double click whenever we need. So now what I'm planning to do before we do the kitchen cabinet is to add the cooktop. So let's go to insert and then load family. And then here we need to go to specialty equipment, domestic, and then mid-range. Here we will find all the cooktops that we need. It ranges from electric to gas. So I'm gonna do the gas because it looks nicer with the grills and those kind of stuff. So I'm gonna click on open, and then let's place it by typing CM, and then we need to rotate it, and then rotate it by pressing spacebar. So I'm gonna put it right about in the middle, right there. So here I'm going to select that, edit type, and then I'm gonna unhide or hide the label. And in order for us to see the grill much better, you need to change it to fine, but it's up to you if you want to do that. Usually when you're in the plan view, you just put it in coarse so that everything is clean. It's because once you get into editing the walls and all of those, you will see there's different kinds of components inside the wall. So if it's a solid concrete wall, you will see the hatching and those kind of stuff. So let's go back to 3D, and if we see, we can see it right here. Make sure to just change it to fine. So here, that's good enough. I believe we need to flip it. I'm gonna flip it around. So I'm gonna do it on this side, and then after that we need to add the hood, the range hood. But before we do that, I just want to double check the height where it is sitting. So it's sitting exactly at the 900, so I'm good with that. And then go back to level 1 and load family, and here we're going to go back and we need to go to high end, as we will have the range hood, which is the one with the island, is what we need. So click on open, CM, and then here we have the vent. We could place it right here for now, and then we could do the elevation afterwards. I'm gonna hide the show label by clicking here, and then I'm going to flip this around so that we can see this part. Double click, and then here we could just move it, MV to move, and then grab it from there. We want to make sure that we don't go past the 200 at the top. So roughly right here would be perfect. So I'm happy with this. And then now let's go back here. We could start actually adding all the cabinets from the floor. We can also add the seating first so that everything looks nice. I'm gonna add the seating, and then let's do the cabinet, base cabinet. So go back to the main, go to furniture, and then we have seating here, and let's look for the seating. This is usually what I use for our bar height or bar top. CM to add, and then here let's add it right there. So copy command, and then we could just copy it and make sure multiple is checked so that we could just keep on copying. and then we're going to add 4, and we want to make sure the spacing is good, and I believe that's good enough. And then we could double click here on section 3, and then we could start adding the cabinet right here. Let's do architecture, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm going to edit in place here because this is part of this one. I'm gonna copy this, and then now I'm going to create an extrusion, pick a plane, and then select here. And then luckily enough, we have the same materials, so I don't need to worry about that. Select here, click on 5, or let's make it 10, and then click apply. So now we could just begin our modeling. So here what I'm gonna do is I'm going to add this one in the middle. This will be my guide. I'm gonna select a rectangle, and then maybe we could just offset this one 10, and then we could just grab it from here, and then for this one we need to lower it a little bit. Don't forget to offset. Grab it from there, spacebar, and then we're going to select right here. We could mirror this so that we know that everything looks good. But now what we could do is minus this one, so add 5. So might as well just add 10 here so that it looks proper. And then now let's add the offset again right here, and then do the same thing. Spacebar to go to the inside, and then here as well, go to the inside. I could just make it big enough, and then we're going to have multiple drawers right here so that we could use this one. And then what we could do is we could add a drawer right here as well. So that's good enough. Click here, offset it to 10, and then right there. So SL, click on those ones so that we could trim this off. And then trim this as well. So now SL. So actually we could just trim this now, TR to trim it, because what we did is we did all of this all together. And then after that, just click on finish. So we have done our cabinet right there. What I'm gonna do is align it. So I'm gonna align it here so that it's flush from that part. So we're gonna do it on here. So let's go to section 1, I believe, and then we're gonna do the same thing. So we need to create extrusion, pick a plane, and then we're gonna choose this plane. After that, we already set up the 10. We could do is what we could do is we could do this first. Let's offset this to 10. So another way of doing what we did here, but I think this is faster because of the spacing issue earlier. It's really hard, so I'm gonna add something like that right there, and then we're going to offset this. We just need to align that and then add another line, maybe right here, and then another line right here. What I'm just going to do is push this one back. This is just something for that corner, and then, or we could just delete this now. We don't need it. I'm going to have a drawer right here, and then multiple drawers right here, and then we could just space it out. And then now click on right here and then offset this one to 10, and then just do your offsetting. And then now type in SL. This is split element, and then split it on one side. In the middle, it's up to you. What I'm doing is I'm basically making my life easy because I just need to trim and extend this part, and then this one will be good enough. So I just need to do it on that sequence so that it's easier for me. I just need to click 2 instead of 4. And then here we could just click on this part, click on here, and over there. So now TR, trim and extend all drawers. I just need to do that, do here, and click there. Clean it right here. For some reason, this one we need to split again, SL TR, and we have that. So now I'm happy with this. We could just click on finish, and then let's look at it at 3D first, and then we want to make sure to align it, AL, align it from the bottom. So we need to select this first and then this part. So that's flush right there. So I'm gonna go back to section 1, and I believe we did this as well. We need to add some sort of design right here as well. So what I'm gonna do is let's edit this in place again. I know this one same material, so I'm happy with that. I'm gonna click on extrusion again, and then it will ask me to pick a plane. I'm gonna choose this plane, and then after that we need to select rectangle, and then I want extrusion to be 10. Here I'm gonna offset this to probably 5 only. I just want to be consistent, so I'll do this first and then add an offset, probably of 10, We could just do that later on. Let's do this now. I'm going to put it in the middle right here, and then right there, and then make this one 15, and then this one 10, and then I'm going to align this one instead. I think we just need to align everything, and then at the same time do the offset. The only problem is on this part, it's too much. So I'm just going to align it, and then I'm gonna give it something like that. Offset this to 10, and then the only thing that we need to do is slice this part, and then TR. Okay, and then maybe we could just lower it down to have that effect. So click on finish and finish again, just to double check everything first, and then we're going to start adding the one at the top, so the top portion. So now let's go back to section 1, and we're going to create a model in place again, or we could just copy this one. We just need to edit this one as well, not copy it. And we're going to pick a plane. We're going to choose the wall. So because the wall is not showing here, what you need to do is we need to close this first. We need to expand the section so that it's all the way to the wall. So we could edit the wall, or not edit the wall, but add the wall to the placement. After that, let's go back here, edit in place, extrusion, pick a plane. I'm gonna choose the wall now. After choosing the wall, make sure everything, the materials is the same. Extrusion, we're gonna change the extrusion, but we could just create this one for now. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to align it from this one. So for here, we could just go all the way. I think this is good enough. And then the top portion is something small here. So click on finish, go to 3D, expand this to whatever whatever you want. You can even go right here and expand it if it's visible, but I'm gonna roughly estimate this, so somewhere at least 1/3, 2/3 of this. I believe that's good enough. We could pull this one a little bit high, and then we could go back to our section, and then I believe we could just start now. Maybe I could just align it right here. So now let's do is create again, extrusion, pick a plane. I'm gonna choose this plane, and then this is all the same. And let's do a big offset right here, space bar it so that to go inside. I'm planning now is to go all the way here so that everything lines up. So I'm gonna close this first. I'm gonna align it from this part, and then do it again. Create an extrusion, pick a plane, select this one, 10, right there, and then we could just do this right here, and maybe another one going onto the other direction, creating that part. Now we need to create, so I want exactly in the middle right here, maybe another one, and then let's mirror this so that it's the same. And then here we could just choose, to copy this. So CO, copy, same thing until at the last. And then we could just manually change this. And then now offset this to 10. And then to think about this, I want the one at the top actually not to overlap. So what I'm gonna do is SL, split element, all of this we're gonna split right here, and all of that portion right there. And then right here as well. And on this side, on the right side. And then now let's trim and extend. TR. So the problem is we need to split element this one as well in the middle. So you should add 3 spline on this one. I believe that's how it should be. I'm gonna do the bottom first. and then we could just delete this. And then after that, click on finish, and if there's a problem, it will let us know. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.